Welcome, guys. I've been wanting. This has been, you know, it was the very first time you first heard about the UFC. I remember watching a glimpse of UFC's actual very first fight because they showed them on TV, and it was like, what is this like MMA promotion? This is called the Ultimate Fighting Champion. This is what the UFC what it wasn't back then, because what UFC was, it didn't have no rules, no regulations. It was just a straight fisticuffs. See who's the baddest man, who can take a punch, who can get knocked out. Now, many years later, UFC went through laws, regulations, sanctions, and have all these fighters like from all over the world, like John Jones or Conor McGregor from Ireland. The women's MMA, I mean, Ronda Rousey, she catapulted Kat Zingano, Tisha Torres, Holly Holm, Chris Cyborg. I'm thinking to name a few. I think of the guys who really laid the groundwork of the UFC. BJ Penn, George St. Pierre, Canada's own George St. Pierre, Donald Cowboy Cerrone, Robbie Lawler, um, Antonio Nogueira, the godfathers of MMA, like the Gracie family. The Gracie family, don't know who they are. They are legendary. Hoist Gracie, Randall Gracie. Go down the line of all the Gracie family. They were the ones who opened the doors for MMA, what it is. The Gracie Jiu Jitsu, Nick Diaz. Those guys learned the tricks of the trade, learned everything from the Gracie family. When I first started watching more UFC fights, I think it was like UFC 2, 3, 4, like the early ones, and seeing guys like TV Ortiz, Chuck Liddell, and you're just like, wow, like I gotta watch this fight. Some people say, what was your most favorite MMA fight you ever saw on TV? It had to be Charlotte Evans, Chuck Liddell. Now that was amazing. The way how that fight ended, Liddell was going for an uppercut, and Rashad Evans came over the top and just clipped him. Just like, it was just that fight itself really changed the landscape of UFC. Is my most favorite early UFC moment. It had to be BJ Penn's very first UFC fight. I was just like, wow, here's this BJ Penn coming all the way from Hilo, Hawaii. I'm thinking that this guy was just. And you got Robbie Lawler in his first MMA bout. This guy was a youngster. This guy was probably like 23 years old. And like, this guy was just amazing. The very first time I first seen Robbie Lawler in the UFC. But you see how far a guy like Robbie Lawler has come. Canada's own George St. Pierre. I mean, I was just like, wow, this guy was like the welterweight champion at the time. He was like defending the title against a who's who until he lost the title to, like, I mean, it's been quite an amazing journey for what the Ultimate Fight Championship has really done. Now that you saw that came on board to make sure all the fighters were clean and they're not busting on drugs. so to speak. And it's, I mean, just watching the very first Ultimate Fighter, I'm saying you see like these newbies like a Forrest Griffin, a Kenny Florian who has fought the UFC. I mean, it's like it's quite amazing journey how far the UFC has come a long ways, going all the way back to the dark days. The guys like Chuck Liddell, T. Ortiz, those guys saved the UFC for what it is today because without a Chuck Liddell, a T. Ortiz always clashing every time those guys fought. Some people say, who's like your most favorite UFC fighter all time? I mean, there's a lot I love watching. Like Adolfo Cerrone. I mean, when I first saw him fight in WUFC, I'm thinking like, wow, this guy is amazing. I mean, like the fights that he has had, like, most recently when he first came into the UFC. I mean, my most favorite of all time. I can't really name most favorite of all time. I love a Chuck Liddell. I love me some Rampage Jackson. That guy can throw hands with anybody. When he fought Vanderlei Silva, I mean the third time, because those guys have fought each other since their time in Japan. But their third counter, like you could just see. I remember just seeing a stare down. Vanderlei Silva and Rampage Jackson. You can see the look in Rampage Jackson's eye. He wants to put a hurt in. He wants to knock out Vanderlei. So all that Vanderlei Silva is, once he wants to do, he wants a he wants to mark his territory because I like Vanderlei Silva. I'm saying like, my God, this guy is like just a killer. You can see the look in his eyes, and you know he wants to walk right through his opponent. But when he fought Rampage Jackson in the UFC, their third encounter, you know all of us will go down. But when Rampage just knocked out Vanderlei Silva, that swing of the hook, some people say it was your most favorite UFC fight, like all time. Dan Henderson, Michael Bisping. When this was Ultimate Fighter that one season, you know those guys couldn't stand each other. When they got in that cage, every time Bisping was going to Dan Henderson's this hand, he know a lot was gonna go down. Just Dan Henderson had that. For good measure, kind of shut him up. And when I saw that fight, I'm thinking like, um, you know, but it's like I said, it's been quite amazing journey. Now you see can actually fight in New York City now, and most recently, it's always want to know what's happening in UFC. Who's the one MMA fighter today that really kind of just mind blowing? Conor McGregor, this Irish fighter. When I first saw him fighting in the UFC, like this guy didn't have like tattoos. He was just like straight cut clean. But now you look at him now, he's just like all over the place. He's like an Irish chicken bean. He had that boxing fight against Conor McGregor, and he had his thing happen in Ireland somewhere where I mean, like, oh, UFC, they have nothing to do to really control Conor McGregor. He's just like all over the place. But Conor McGregor's been one of those fighters that really. I mean, when I first saw him fight in UFC, I'm thinking like, wow, this guy's got the kahunas on him to really do the thing that he's doing now. Like, now his UFC is coming up this Saturday, the biggest fight this Saturday, UFC 50. UFC 219. The last card for 2017 and things like, wow. There's been a lot of changes in the UFC. Like, a lot of titles been defended. I mean, well, some people say, what cities have the UFC gone to? They've gone to South Korea once, Puerto Rico once, Philippines once, Croatia. They've been to mostly everywhere. Poland twice, New Zealand twice, Netherlands twice, Ireland 3 times, Mexico about 5, Germany 5, Japan 9, Australia 11, United Kingdom. They've been to like times. I've been to Canada about 25 times. Brazil like a dozen times, 30. I've been to a lot in the States, like from Burkina, Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky, Oakland, California, Mobile, Alabama, Austin, Texas. They've been to the United States because they have like their fights around the United States about 291 times. I mean, ever since when they first started, 1993, only like one fight, and now you look as the years go by. I mean, it was like 2000, they had like 6 fights, 2002, 7 fights, 2004, 5 fights, and as the years went by, like 2014, you had 46 fights. Like, the very first UFC fight, for people who are watching this video, was with Nicholas Schwarzenegger in Denver, Colorado. That had over 7,800 people. That was UFC 1 at the beginning. It was kind of like the breakthrough. As UFC kind of went through like so many places. Tulsa, Oklahoma, Charlotte, North Carolina, Castle Island, Buffalo, New York, Detroit, Michigan, Birmingham, Alabama, Augusta, Georgia, Birmingham, Alabama. Basic news was Mississippi, Oklahoma, Japan. I mean, they've been through a lot of cities. I mean, in a short amount of time. Because Dana White says, record UFC is real as it gets. Like, this is like they don't pull back the punches. They let them fly. I remember seeing the Ultimate Fighter 3 finale. It was Team Shamrock, Team Ortiz. That was really good fight. That Ultimate Fighter like, 2006. That was like 20 years ago. I mean, you see King Florian, who really hasn't won the UFC title. Hanover was Team Rampage, Team Force, June 21st, 2008. That was really good because you were seeing like Kendall Rose and the late great at the time, rest in peace. Amir Sadal, Siri Dalloway. I mean, that was Matthew Riddle, way before he became a professional wrestler. Spencer Fisher. Well, Spencer Fisher's been one of the stories that really impressed me when I first saw him fight in the UFC. Wow. Yeah, he fought Aaron Wiley, I think. Wow. But as the years go by, the UFC is still uh, putting up fights left, right, and center, and it's just like, wow.